side.
Indeed.
So they better act quickly.
You pointed it out, Guardian, extremely deadly on this particular map. But remember, this is QB5's bonus round. We say bonus round when the team gets a 3-0 start and they have residual lesser weaponry. In this case, Waterfalls with the UMP. I assume there's maybe a Mac 10 or 2 thrown into the mix. We'll see what happens here. Will be indeed a Mac 10 in the hands of Leader. We'll see whether he can step up here as they go for a fast A contact play. The smoke comes through, that might slow them down slightly here. Guardian rattling off shots towards middle. And here comes the final play towards A.
I just want to point out, don't be misled by Quick showing us just holding a Zeus. He had an AK, but Nico's going to take him down either way. Reigns followed that up by getting 2, Jimka the second of which. Go back out again, swing wide, Boomich, oh, he's run out of ammo, he's going to actually win the duel. He does it with flames, not even bullets, and then bullets will pay off as Olaf gets a little bit over-aggressive and eager, I think, to get the kill. No need to jump across mid-air as such, but Kerrigan at least gets Waterfalls to bring it down to a 2 versus 1 in favor of Faze. It's still going to be costly for Faze. Remember, as you said, bonus round for QBF, so they've saved some money.
So the bomb goes down here. That's excellent news for QB Fire. If he gets one more kill, that'd be shocking, but Kerrigan will find the killing blow there. 3-1, not the cleanest around to Faze, but they do manage to save the AWP, upgrade to an AK-47. Rain, not really challenged too much yet. As you can see, he's a very skilled player. You've got to deploy more utility than that to knock him out of position, as he picks up 2 kills there and finds the first round for Faze. But this is where the game really begins now, the first proper gun round. No bonus situation here. AKs and an AWP for QB Fire. UMP the Nico, Guardian there. We'll see whether he wants to change his position up or just hold towards that window. It is very common for Orpus to start there until they get smoked out, until they feel uncomfortable, then rotates towards jungle. It'll be bomb side. We'll see whether QB Fire bring another strategy straight away as Waterfalls does get ready to try and find the first AWP shot. Guardian, that was brave. I thought Waterfalls had that all day long. Can't pull the trigger, and it's an early 5-on-4. Like I said, Guardian will be moving around this map, changes his position up almost every single round. This time towards the B apartments, finds the opening pick, and now he can rotate back towards middle if he sees fit.
Guardian to wait again. Easy catwalk smoke down. Quick will try and take over top middle. Just gonna go back to grab bomb. Looks like on the back of that they'll rotate toward A, where Valina found 1 kill on Rain, but Nico was very quick to get back inside of the A. Some constant pressure being applied from Faze early on in the A site. Nico's well enough to read as well that Boomich walks out from Palace and he'll go down. So the 2 that have rotated over, the last 2 remaining, and it's still going to be toward the A site they go. Nico's still waiting for them as well. No one else directly in the site because they're thinking that they may have coaxed them back in toward B. But there is a rotation available for Olaf should Nico go down. Push through. Oh, he didn't hear the damage. I thought he would have heard the Molotov do a quick tick of damage onto Quick, but caught out in the end. Jimka's now got an opportunity to try and hold off Olaf, Smoke, and Molotov to do so. It could be a bomb plant, which would be beneficial to the money. Oh, is it going to be? That's so close. It still manages 1 bullet away, 9 HP. And they pull it to a 2 versus 2. Quick's done very well to get positioning on this.
This is looking good for QB5 now. They know exactly where Kerrigan is. Guardian rotating him through CT spawn. Sure, Olaf did damage, but ultimately he gave them a real chance here. Guardian does hit a nice shot, and now the long con from Jimka. He has to go all the way towards middle. Remember, there's going to be a defuse coming in, and they're not doing it just yet. They're not even touching the bomb, Matthew.
They know.
They've given him time, but now they're going for the full defuse, and it looks like it will be a Faze victory!
We hit the diffuser, but I think there's still time. There's a kit there. Oh, that's close.
No, he's got that. That's okay.
Perfect shot. You want to hit the diffuser in that situation. He managed to do it. That's as close as ever. Faze was a little bit, I guess, quick to anticipate that the kills on A would lead them to B. The delayed hit on A actually worked out in the fact that Nico was the only one in the site, and they had utility to isolate Olaf.
Good news is, though, QB5, sure, they don't win the round, but they keep Faze very modest in terms of their financial situation. It's definitely going to suggest a force spiral coming through from QB5. They'll have a whip around, see what's available. There's going to be UMPs, a couple of AKs, a Galil here, but they know if they can somehow squeeze up this round, it will spiral Faze into a double eco play. The execution coming in, I actually like this. It seems like the set pieces are the best way to wreck Faze. The defaults, you're never going to out-aim them. You need to drop a lot of smokes, the Molotovs, the flashbangs, everything you possibly can. Good flashbang coming in, but Kerrigan predicts it. Spraying wildly through the smoke now. Wants a little bit more, finds 2 kills. That should be the round complete as Nico backs him up. They run through the flame. flames, but it's all done. And it will be Waterfalls now, the last remaining player. They went for the set piece, but Carrigan, ready and waiting, finds absolutely everything there. Sprays 3 down, back up from Nico, and now Waterfalls loses the bomb. Only got that UMP, and he'll just try and find any sort of rotating players at this point and see if he can cause a bit of a nuisance.
Deploying flashbang.
So back toward Palace for Waterfalls. And this time the money runs dry. 3 rounds, but no bomb plant. And caught out immediately. Good kill from Rain. Efficiency from Faze. All 3 gun rounds, or at least rounds since the guns have come out, have gone their way. Kerrigan does well in the smoke. It's such a linear perspective, especially when he's not being challenged. And the Molotov as well, due to the smoke, missed the intended area. So he was given the freedom of staying on the platform.
Wow. Much better there for FaZe. They win 3 rounds in a row. Almost certainly going to be an eco now for QB Fire. GamerTag does purchase up a P250 and body armor. Spends a little bit more money than his teammates. Body armor costs 650. The P250 is 300 bucks. Not really much he can get done here, though. I think he'll probably be very surprised indeed. All of my season is opportunity to build his confidence, getting aggressive with that AK-47. Takes down Waterfalls. It should be quite a simple round for FaZe at this point. Nice shot from Nico. Gets the double. And now GamerTag, the final remaining player towards that underpass. And there it is. FaZe will take the lead after going down 3-0. We do think they are the heavy favourites going into this one. It would take a massive amount of errors from FaZe and a horrible financial situation for them to lose it. But I think now this feels like this is going to be going in its logical direction.
Yeah, it certainly seems like FaZe are definitely here to play. That would put them 2-1. Play again tomorrow. They don't get to be in a position of luxury to be one of the 2 teams advancing today in a 3-0 position. Remember, 2 teams go home today as well, so an important day.
Yes.
For many. And Envious is on the chopping block. A lot of people talking about that. That comes up next. So either Flash or Envy goes home in our next match.
Surely Envy don't go home now. But if they've got a feeling, if they play well like they did yesterday, like it's going to happen. They really need to pull their socks up today. That was not good enough. And like we said, such prestigious players, highly decorated, major champions in their lineup, and dropping like they did yesterday. It was hard to watch, but we'll see what that game brings next. We go into the next gun round here. There will be an AWP available for Waterfalls. Haven't really seen that have too much impact as of yet. Guardian, of course, with his, and there's a bit of aggression here towards short from what we can see. You see the CTs getting ready to potentially boost above that smoke. Olof sits in towards CPL right now. Sitting in CPL means you can look through the vent towards just that position right there. You can see any players coming out of the underpass trying to boost up and shut them down. As we can see a full default coming in from QB Fire here. Nico ready to drop a nade into underpass if required. Try and get a bit of damage as he wants to jump like this, spot a pixel, and it's such a tight choke point there. If he spots one, he can get a really decent deep nade in there, cause a lot of damage. Rotating back towards either B or middle. No one towards A whatsoever, so I doubt they'll end up at that bomb site here as they go for some mid control. Flashbang's coming through, and it's a chance to try and get a pick towards window.
The one to lead. And get a Molotov in toward connector. Smoke down still gives Waterfalls an opportunity to try and get a shot down the wall for anyone getting aggressive on catwalk, but no one seems to do so thus far. Tries to go for the one through connector as well after pushing through the smoke, confident that no one would be in window to respond. They get the smoke out late. There wasn't one that could have cost him. That will cost them though. Squid pushes through the smoke. Nico's waiting inside connector and then through the smoke. Again he finds Jimka. Belina sitting above it. No one to protect him, and down go 3. Very good from Nico.
Yeah, very calm. Calculated shots there. He looks incredibly sharp today. 4 for Nico. They'll get 1 back. He's looking for the ace right now, but it's not going to be happening. Shut down there. He'll still win the round, but trying to cause more financial damage here. QB Fire should be out of the round. There it is. 5 rounds in a row now for FaZe. Good job there by Nico. Excellent stuff. This is looking much better than what we saw yesterday.
Super solid.
It's no doubt.
Absolutely. No, absolutely not. Belina had nothing he could do at that point. He lost 2 players that were supposed to cover off that position. He was a sitting duck watching window. That's
the thing. When Nico gets the AK-47 in his hands on the CT side, you're in a lot of trouble there. For anyone that's not aware, you cannot buy that weapon on the CT side. You'll see a lot of CTs try and get that as soon as possible. It has 1-tap potential, as you just saw, and players like Nico can cause a lot of damage with that. Guardian, you'd expect him to hit that shot, doesn't quite connect. Not a huge deal though. A couple of big misses there from Guardian. Throws in the grenade. He'll have one more bite of the cherry there, and he does take down Bellina, so good job by him. 5 on 4 now after a couple of interesting misses.
Had that been anything other than pistols,
yeah.
Although you could say they might not have been rushing mid in the same fashion, that would have done a lot of damage to Guardian. He got ticked up through the edge of the wall. It only put him at 82. As Boomich takes down Nico. He continues to find consistent frags, but that's not quite enough. Boomich sits on 9. Considering they haven't won since the 3 rounds, including the pistol.
Gotta be careful.
Well, yeah, they've definitely done damage here and getting it down to just 3 players remaining. Guardian low as well, but he's got all 3 kills thus far. Make it 4. He's trying to one-up Nico in the last round. Kerrigan goes down though as well.
Why does he have to hunt for that frag there? It doesn't make any sense to me. Obviously thinking I'm going to shut down the round right here, right now, but every kill in CSGO, especially best of 1 CT side, they all rack up and could come back to haunt you. That's $5,000 pretty much thrown away there. As Jim Quad out. Not going to win the round, I can pretty much guarantee that. Taking some absolute heroics at this point, but the bomb is down towards the A bomb site. He makes the educated decision to head towards CD Sport, as you can see. Rain, ready and waiting, takes him down. 6 rounds in a row now for Faze, looking very good indeed. Guardian, like we said, a couple of misses there, but starts the nail shot to the AWP at this point. Gets 3 in total, nothing too flashy at all. I'm afraid, pretty standard stuff for most AWPers, but they all count. Kerrigan didn't have to jump out the window there, like we said. That could come back and haunt them if they lose a couple of rounds in a row. But job done, they win the round. And we go into number 10 here. Money available once again. The AWP on the T side, not really done much at all. There we go, any change of pace here for QB5. They've been running defaults and slow set pieces so far.
Guardian goes back out, smokes everywhere. This time different angle, playing it from inside of connector. Jump to boxes, you could potentially spot, but they're going to run back toward T-spawn. Bomb was waiting, so aggression but not commitment, and it'll be a 5-man A hit. Everyone equipped with a smoke, with the exception of Boomich, but 4 is enough to take over the A site. Arguably 3 is enough. Jungle, top stairs, CT. I didn't catch where each pit player was positioned. They could have thrown in the 4th as mid-site, but actually Jimka's going to keep it for afterward in the post-plant position so they can try and isolate rotations. Boomich wants to walk out from the Palace. He's got to go quickly. Does take down Rain, who's elevated on top of the boxes, trying to spot toward A main. No counter smoke. There was a Molotov down, so a little bit of damage done to the terrorists as they walk in. Olaf is still trying to get in position. This is where, once the bomb gets planted, and it's being planted, well, should be being planted shortly, always short side, good flash. Olaf would have had waterfalls down easily if that flash timing was even off slightly, because he was completely exposed towards CT with no further smoke. I thought the 4th one might have been deployed at that point in time, but it was not. In fact, Jimka went down without throwing it, so there's 1 on the deck available to them if they can get that far. If they can get that far, because it's still 4 men remaining for Faze as Olaf takes down quick. And Kerrigan's got position to watch. Palace, 2 ops and 1 M4 suddenly left though for the CT, and that's going to become a problem because Olaf's gone. It's just Guardian in a 1 versus 3. He'll take out Boomich. He knows roughly where Valina is, but Waterfall still becomes a problem with the 2nd AWP on the map right now toward A main, and Guardian missing that shot. Time to run away, I'm afraid.
Yeah, bomb's going to go off there. Lovely execution from QB5, I have to say. But you are absolutely right. That 1 flashbang saved the entire round. Guardian was ready to strike. There was no smoke towards CT spawn. They'd wasted so much time off that execution trying to find frags. The thing that Faze did very well there, they didn't play their game. They didn't actually sit in front of the smoke. They didn't try and battle once execution came in. They realized there's too many Molotovs here. The smokes are on point. Let's hold up and make them plant. They wasted so much time checking every single area of the bomb site, hoping that someone would be there. They could find an opening frag. It took a long time to plant. The smokes dissipate. Olaf Meister ready to shut down that bomb, but the flashbang comes in and QB5 run away with the round. Nice work. 6-4 now. First gun round in favor of QB5. Guardian goes towards a connector once again, drops the smoke to extinguish the Molotov coming through and give him a little bit of a one-way potential there. A bit more aggression on the CT side towards that A ramp, and quick finds all the front of it right now. Down he goes, Rainbow's first frag, but Bellina does fight back somewhat, equalizes the situation. We always do say 4 and 4s heavily favor the T side. It spreads the defense very thin, and we'll see whether Rain wants to push through the smoke. He could get flashed in if he really wants to. That would be a very brave move, I have to say, but as you can see on the minimap right now, it's going to be another slow round from QB5 here. No execution coming in just yet as the bomb makes its way potentially towards the B apartments. That's on the back of Gymcore right now. Just Kerrigan alone in the B bomb side, but Olaf Meister can rotate quite quickly from short.
So a bit more presence at B than we've seen from QBF. Late smoke toward Catwalk, but no one even going to try and contest middle. What it will do is give Olaf the idea that they might be, and in doing so, keep him from rotating over to B sooner, leaving Kerrigan on his own. Last time Kerrigan was here, he had an M4 and he managed to mow down 3. This time, straight shot with the AWP. He'll fall off of it. This will bring Olaf over, and he's got position as well at the window. Down goes Boomich already.
You can see how aggressive Kerrigan is at the very start. That lovely use of the incendiary. I really like that. Stifles the terrorists. They have to panic and pull their smokes out, try and extinguish that. Kerrigan is toying with them there. He's having a lot of fun. Used to be one of the main AWPers in previous lineups, and this time towards that B bomb site, finds 3 kills in total. Like it's great for the team, but he didn't have to break a sweat there. Just very intelligent play. Find 1 kill, drop the incendiary, slow them down, discombobulate them, as that's going to be quite the harsh reset. No bomb going down there for QB Fire. As you can see, the stats coming through. Big names at the top will be Rain and Nico. Joined by Kerrigan as well, just to note, 10 kills for him. On the other side of the server, we do indeed have Boomluck with 10, and Quick right down at the bottom, 3 and 10. We'll see what this round brings. There will be a tactical timeout now for Quantum Bellator Fire. What a name that is, Matthew. Do you know what it means?
No idea, but
Dan
it's quite beautiful.
DDK Capadia did tell me Bellator means warrior in Latin.
Well, there you go.
So, if that's anything to go by.
Quantum Bellator Fire. So they're like 4 warriors of fire. Why didn't they go with Igne? That sounds cooler than fire. Quantum Bellator Igne. But then no one would know, and they want the fire in there, I suppose.
Straight fire. Well, it is going to be the Force buy. I was predicting an eco here, but they've gone for 2 AK-47s, 4 flashbangs. That's pretty much it. Fast towards A. See if those AKs can do any work here. They'll have Rain and Nico waiting on the other side, and that's not good news for anyone, I'm afraid. Nico, especially with the AK-47, they made their commitment, making a ton of noise. And Rain hits the first shot, but that's interesting. QB Fire do manage to strike back, but maybe it is short-lived. 3 on 2 now. If they get the bomb down, that'll be enough. But can they even do that? That is the question.
Guardian shuts down Waterfalls and just goes back out to find Boomich as well. So 1 gun round thus far to QBF. It was good execution, to be fair, but Faze certainly having their way with this half in doing so as well. Back to pistols for QBF.
Yeah, as you can see, the lack of utility really not going well for QB Fire in this particular round. They went for the fast play, and sure, they traded some frags, but Guardian playing window at the very start of the round. He can just rotate towards jungle, find a couple of easy AWP frags, and the good news is he denied the bomb going down. Indeed, it is pretty much a full eco here for QB Fire. They'll have Glocks, P250s, no armor, no nades. Quick might be able to try to bait out a shot here with a shoulder peek. He knows Guardian's ready and waiting for him, but so's Nico. He pushes towards top of middle, baits them out as the Molotovs come through as well. This is great teamwork coming in from Faze. You can see they've got every angle covered. Anything the terrorists are trying at this point is being shut down. This should be the clean sweep. His Rain goes down to 40, finds a nice little one-tap there, plucks off the head of Valina there, and then with the Guardian to finish things off. Clean sweep, 9-4. Remember, QB5 did win the pistol, got the 3-0 conversion. Since then, they've won a single round, and that's not going to be good enough in this particular environment. I think they have to be winning this half to have any sort of chance to close out the game.
And I mean, to be fair, their CT side has been better, so yeah, win would, I think, be based on who they're playing against, based on the fact that it's Faze, be fair, but we know that there's been issues with Faze in this event. Yesterday certainly wasn't amazing.
It's a sobering moment for them, I think. They even said before going into the game, I think they maybe outplayed themselves, though, thinking they always wreck us in the PCWs, guys.
That's true, you get nervous about it.
Yeah, and then you're overthinking things and trying to change a gameplay. Like, I think they played themselves, if anything. But either way, we have AKs once again. It's fast play towards A. Very similar approach. Contact exploding towards the A bomb, so they can't find the frags once again. Faze is denying absolutely everything right now.
2 smokes not yet thrown. So they've got availability to cut off CT. Massive gap, the one toward the jungle, and nothing on the stairs. So Kerrigan with the AWP can get position on them. Nade's going to do significant damage. In fact, take down quick. Guardian will get Boomich. Bomb gets planted. Molina's got the only kill so far for QBF. They may find one more on Kerrigan. He's not doing it, but he's stuck in the open. And Shimka's cutting behind them. Olaf had no idea he was pushing through the smoke. He actually gives himself a chance in the round. A 1 versus 2.
Well, here we go. Lovely shots from Jinhua. This is the positioning of his initial play that finds him those frags with a smoke towards the bomb and indeed the A-ramp. This is a bit of a nightmare. He's just got to flash through, hope for the best here, and the flashbang is successful. We had to find that instant kill. Now on the Glockout map, his days are numbered and the defuse will come in. I'm liking this from Faze. It is going to be quite a tight defuse there, just to know. It's still a victory, of course, but if he gets one kill out of that, maybe he wins the round. I like what Faze are doing. They're not actually playing the game that QB5 want them to at all. They're going in for the fast plays towards the A-bomb side. They're looking for frags, so they waste so much time looking for them, and no one's there. And the rotations come through. Guardian just ravishes them with the AWP. Good play by Jinhua, as you just saw, but overall, still another round for Faze, and another force buy, of course. It's round number 15 for QB Fire. I'll have to go in with what they can. It's not too bad. They'll have AKs and armor at least, and 3 smokes to work with here. But not looking too good. The double orb setup has been quite formidable, I have to say.
Oh, it's going to wait. Kerrigan's already pushing. Last round they went for the aggressive AKs with, or rather M4s I should say, rifles nonetheless. With Guardian to watch the underpass with the op. This time it's going to catch them off as Kerrigan goes all the way out on his own. And good find from Waterfalls. Quick therefore takes underpass, and it'll be the first time we see QBF trying to execute full mid control. It's not going to work out either. Nico from Connector is able to take down Quick, no response from the 2 players that were top mid toward the boxes. Guardian spotted them. How does he act? Flash to give him position. Can hear a second shot of an AK down below, but doesn't want to overcommit to peeking top and then getting caught off by an angle that he doesn't expect. Namely from where Jimka was playing down below. Lost been tagged to 17 in the opening exchange as well, which weakens up the B defense ever so slightly. Single shot wouldn't do, or sorry, excuse me, would do, whether it was a headshot or a body shot.
35 seconds remaining now. Last play will be made towards the B bomb site. As you can see, Jinhua holding middle for rotations, but not for long, I'm afraid. Nico takes him down. They have to walk into the Lion's Den. As Olaf Mai said, ready and waiting. So's Guardian. Doesn't seem to be missing any shots anymore as he finds the penultimate kill. It will be Bellina to go down any second now. He might find a couple of consolation frags. Just the one. 11-4 after winning the pistol. And like we said, it seems like FaZe have learned some lessons from yesterday. This is looking much better. To be fair, QB Fire, they've impressed me with their certain strategies. The executions they've got are very on point, but overall FaZe are quite comfortable at this stage. No one's going absolutely nuts for QB Fire. It doesn't look like they'll be able to be carried to victory here, but I guess FaZe's T-sides have been a little bit difficult this tournament. Maybe if they lose this pistol, it could all spiral out of control. That is a big maybe. I'm trying to build some sort of storyline here. I might be reaching.
And just to emphasize the point we did make, Guardian CT side looking ridiculously good. 17 and 6. Nico with 14. T side is his specialty, so watch for him to continue to be a force.
Yes.
Or to be a force, I guess, because yesterday certainly wasn't what we normally expected of him.
Well, here we go. The second half begins. 3 sets of armor for Faze, 2 smokes, a couple of flashbangs to work with as they actually head towards the bomb side. Yeah, the bomb's going to be towards there. I guess Olaf will be heading towards the underpass and trying to see what he can do, go for the A-split eventually, but the CT's getting aggressive here. They might actually be able to get a hot rotation, and as Quick makes his way through behind them, the smokes are deployed, and we'll see whether CTs can do anything with this. A must-win pistol. I can't stress that enough for the CT forces. They find the first kill. The flank is successful.
Olaf kind of pinched out right now, stuck. Bailed out by Nico, however. And as a result of that, it gives Guardian the space to find Bellina, but Quick's got the shot back. Olaf finally does go down. Stayed alive for a lot longer than potentially should have in that position. Bomb plant for Guardian. He has the sight. And he has the support of Kerrigan as well, who's made it to the CT stairs. However, he's now left alone. And Jimka and Quick can apply pressure. No kits on either player, but they're going to go aggressive and get the kill early enough that that won't matter.
Both pistols in the bag for QB Fire. Nice rotations, good push to start. Had to take a bit of a gamble there. It works out for them. 3 kills in total for Quick, as he manages to win the round. Lovely, lovely work. Can they convert to a 3-0 once again? They managed to do it in the first half. We say though, when the bomb goes down in the T-pistol, it usually means the AK-47s come out in the 3rd round. They should be able to get the 2-0 almost guaranteed. Objective at this point for FaZe, just get that bomb down. If they can do that, that'd be amazing for them. Let us get a little bit of investment here. P250s and a Desert Eagle. If they can find maybe 2-3 frags, bomb down, that would be great. If they don't, still not a big deal. They can get the AKs out into the next round.
Waterfall's attempting. Got a fast peek with his Famas. Boomich gets them running directly toward him as a result. Waterfalls was tagged, but not a lot. 71 still to work with, but they've lost Boomich. Counter smoke to keep Kerrigan at bay. Guardian being optimistic and hoping for an angle toward the window. Boost catwalk gives them a chance if they catch anyone working out early enough, excuse me, on the angle toward the connector, but it's Jimka instead that's going to shut them down, and this is pretty much going to be done deal. Because shutting down B, Bomb really has nowhere to go based on the positioning of QBF.
Yeah, no bomb planted today, I'm afraid. Guardian, P50 in hand, Nico's got that Desert Eagle. Might be able to get one kill there, spots the leg of Waterfalls. 50 seconds, they're just hoping a CT makes a huge mistake at this point, walks into their crosshair. But if they're smart, QB5 will just hold up on the bomb sites, continue to have crossfires, and there we go, nice work. One of the final kills coming in, Guardian just runs out to his certain death. AKs into round number 19, watch out for those. That's when things become a little bit more difficult now for QB5. They'll be bringing in a couple of M4s, UMP, a FAMAS, and indeed an MP9. That's in the hands of Bellina. Here's the head-to-head between Waterfalls and Guardian. The Guardian with 19 kills so far seems to be stepping up his game.
Certainly had a good CT half.
Indeed. Well, what's the play here? The MP9s, yeah, I expect some aggression here, but Nico and Co actually heading towards B. Nico's actually towards the top of mid, misses the smoke towards the window, so he won't necessarily know that's happened, but does re-smoke it, okay, so they're absolutely fine. And now, aggressive play from the CTs towards the B bomb side. Boombler will be going down. A nice smoke, segregates them somewhat, but Kerrigan strikes first.
Kerrigan, the good shots. Chip next in line, though, has ball down. Good headshot. Oh, nearly followed up in the secondary angle. He's backed away to get Guardian off guard. Quick's gone in aggressively. Lena's struck bad in mid, but unfortunately taking a lot of damage, and everyone else has gone down in B in the meantime. So Faze do pull it off. Nico was on the UMP that round rather than the AK, and you're right, couldn't necessarily take the pick in windows. So that smoke missing could have been costly.
Yeah, he had the UMP because he bought Deagle and no, he bought a Deagle in the previous round, and his teammates just bought PT50. So that cost $700. It means he gets a few more grenades if he wants to operate like he did in middle. He had the Molotov, the smoke, flashbangs, and Kerrigan opens things up. That smoke that was in towards the B halls there, that's thrown from by the window area in the CT B bomb site, and it means you can push a little bit more aggressive and get up close and personal with those lesser weapons.
Didn't see the one that was it the one from the garbage can? Garbage can that goes in through the window? Yeah.
So you can throw that, and
a really easy smoke if anyone wants to learn it, by the way.
Well, here we go. This actually looks like a nice position for Quick. He could actually get a couple of Deagle kills in. There's a couple, I told you, man! As they start to rain in, it will be shut down. Was a little bit exciting there.
He almost had a third. I think he had a bit of hesitation as to which target to go for next, because there was two targets presented with just their heads, but that was quite good. A boost, a Deagle, pretty, but overall ineffective.
Yeah, in vain almost, as they are quite nice shots, but it was an eco. Definitely going to have money to buy next round. Faze homing in on the victory right now. 13-6 for those listening on the wireless, and we'll see whether QB5 can keep their head above water here. They will have an okay buy. Boombler down to the MP9. There's an AWP for Waterfalls, but lacking in a lot of facets here. Guardian, he's certainly not. He can get burned in certain Molotovs there, but luckily for him, it doesn't quite reach that plant pot, and he'll stay alive. Find the opening pick, but not for long. Waterfalls does answer back, taking on Olofmeister with a nice aggressive play on the connector. Oof, that's nice rain.
In a good position up close, Nico gets it back. Jimka left in a 1 versus 3 in Faze, seeking the 14th round.
And the problem is they'll get it, and then there'll be no money really remaining for QB5 whatsoever, so they'll have to buy, and unless Jimka goes absolutely wild here. The problem is the M4A1S only has 20 bullets in the clip, now up to 11. You'd have to go for a reload, waste even more time, and the bomb down, and there it is, 14-6, and you can't allow it to get to match point at this stage. They've got $2,400 per player on the CT side. Here's Rain popping out the palace, shooting like royalty, and managing to find all the kills.
Prince of the Princess.
I'd imagine he's a little princess.
Your favorite?
Yeah. Why not? But there we go. I think maybe a pause here just to pick their poison. Do we force buy here and probably lose the game, or do we go full eco and probably lose the game? Let's work that out. There's no good situation for them here. There's no smart choice. You just have to take a gamble with the pistols and maybe some SMGs, hope for the best. I would say that's very likely, considering that like I said, he can't allow Faze to have match point this early on. The coach, his face says it all. I think he knows what's coming his way. Round number 21. That's going to have UMPs, MP9s, 5.7s, Deagles, lots of utility for the CT forces, but I don't think that's going to help them out too much. Double AWP set up on the T side, Olaf Meister looking aggro towards the A ramp. Smokes come through, like I said, the utility will be deployed by the CT forces, but it's going to be an A execution from Faze. I like this call from Carrigan. It's smart, stay together, eradicate risk with the utility, and just trade out frags. Another smoke towards that A ramp. You can see Valina on the other side, man, with the MP9, close range, up close and personal, trying to use the MP9 to its full effect here.
There you go. Contact play. Wow. Okay. Turns and finds Valina, and that brings Boomic back into the picture. So yeah, he's getting this over with. Quick engine collapse. That's all. Kerrigan will go down. He only had 10 HP and was getting run down by UMP. Rain still gets the bomb plant in, and Guardian's already spotted the flank. Quick gets Olaf. So Guardian's got to back away. He needs to get closer to the site. He's a little bit worried now, I'm afraid.
Yeah, they might as well save the AWP though. They haven't got a kit to work with here. Guardian, he knows he can even die and they'll still win the round, but he doesn't really want to give up an AWP. He doesn't have to. Mr. It's a flashbang, but they've already fallen back. So they'll save the AWP and the 5.7 some armor here. It will be match point. Like I said, that's not really going to be fantastic news for QB5 now to win 9 rounds in a row cleanly. No mistakes can be made. And then they'll get to overtime. I don't think that'll be happening. I don't think QB5 believe in it at this point. But they'll give it their best shot. Remember, they're not out of the tournament if they lose this game. It is a Swiss format, which currently leaves both teams with 1 win and 1 loss after the shocking upset yesterday with FaZe Clan that dropped to Vega. Lose this, they'll be 1 and 2, and then they'll be on death's door. They can't lose another game after that. Lose 3 games, they're out of the tournament. Win 3 games though.
And you're through to the next round.
Indeed.
The round of 16, where our legends join us and our new challengers depart. Oh, hello, Nico. Nico, very, very quick. He's isolated by those flames, by that incendiary, but couldn't capitalize. Boomic was preoccupied. He still does win out against Kerrigan. If he could swing around, he might have caught off Nico as well. Lane's gone down to just 25 HP. Remember, Waterfalls does have the AWP that was carried over.
The B bomb side is open, Matt. As you can see, Guardian's made his way in already. There's no one on the side. He's controlling the rotations. Nico's causing chaos at A. It is a 3-on-3, but it feels like the bomb will be planted. Oh, to be fair, it's only Guardian there. This still could go a little bit wrong, and this could be the play that changes everything. They might actually check the underpass. It will indeed, and that pretty much should be it now. Boomblack coming from the underpass, waterfalls towards shore, and he's got the AWP. And, oh, okay, he probably gets Guardian here. There it is. And now there's a slight chance they can actually win this round. Maybe even more so now. 2 versus 1. Rain, one of the best players in the world. Can he close out the game right here, right now?
Rain sitting at the top of the box. He's going to try and do exactly that. Boomic walks in. Rain gets the shot. 16-6, so you were right in your prediction, and I think no one should be surprised. FaZe had a personal vendetta after their performance yesterday to redeem themselves. It seems they have.
It is going to explode.